Title: Whispers in the Fog. Characters: Sophie, an EMT in Atlanta, brave, compassionate, fiercely independent. Ethan, a mysterious man with a hidden past, calm, resourceful, and charismatic. Whispers in the Fog. Sophie's shift at Atlanta General Hospital had ended hours ago, but her mind still raced with the adrenaline of the night's emergencies. The fog rolled over Peachtree Street, curling around streetlights and muffling the city's usual hum. It was the perfect cover for secrets, she thought, but she had no idea how close danger was. Her pager beeped urgently. A multi-car accident had occurred just a block from her location. Sophie grabbed her kit and rushed into the night, her boots splashing through puddles from an earlier drizzle. The scene was chaos incarnate. Smoke, twisted metal, and cries for help filled the street. Amid the wreckage, Sophie noticed a tall man moving with uncanny calm. He lifted debris effortlessly, helping free a trapped victim before she could even process his presence. "You shouldn't be here alone," Sophie said, her voice trembling slightly. "I never am," he replied, his gaze sharp and intense. Then, almost as quickly as he appeared, he disappeared into the fog. Sophie's heart pounded not just from the adrenaline, but from an inexplicable pull toward him. Something about this stranger, Ethan, felt dangerous yet alluring. The pursuit begins. Over the next days, Sophie couldn't shake the memory of Ethan. She spotted him in unexpected places, leaning against a railing at Piedmont Park, disappearing into the shadows near the Atlanta Beltline, even inside a quiet cafe overlooking the skyline. Each encounter made her pulse quicken, and each time he vanished, just as suddenly as he appeared. Meanwhile, Atlanta seemed to be unraveling. A string of suspicious incidents plagued the city: fires at emergency response stations, unexplained accidents, and unusual attacks targeting hospital staff. Sophie began to notice a pattern and a growing unease. Ethan approached her finally, his expression tense. "They're coming for you," he said. "You don't know what's chasing you yet, but it's dangerous." Fear and thrill collided in Sophie's chest. She felt alive, more than ever, and yet vulnerable in a way she hadn't experienced before. "Call to action in story." Ethan's voice softened. "You're brave, Sophie. And if you want to survive, you need to trust me. Just like viewers need to hit subscribe to stay with us because this story isn't over yet." Sophie blinked, half amused, half distracted by the adrenaline coursing through her veins. Secrets in the shadows. The next night, Sophie received a cryptic message on her phone. "Meet me at the rooftop of Weston Peachtree Plaza. Midnight. Alone." Her instincts screamed danger, but curiosity burned hotter. Dressed in her jacket, she navigated through the foggy streets, every shadow making her heart leap. When she reached the rooftop, Ethan was already there, leaning against the railing. The city's lights stretched endlessly behind him. "You came," he said softly. "Good. What is all this?" she demanded, trying to mask her nerves. "They're after something. Something you've accidentally stumbled into," Ethan explained. He handed her a small USB drive. "This contains names, locations, evidence. They're planning attacks that could cripple the city. And now, because of that accident, you're a target too." Sophie's mind raced. "Why are you helping me? Why risk yourself?" Ethan stepped closer. "Because I can't let you get hurt. And because I can't stay away from you." Sophie's breath caught. Between the danger and the intensity in his eyes, her heart betrayed her, racing faster than ever, chasing clues. Over the next few days, Sophie and Ethan became an unlikely team. They chased clues through underground tunnels beneath 5 Points, raced through historic streets of Inman Park, and traced leads along the Beltline at night, their connection deepening with every shared danger. Ethan revealed pieces of his past. He'd once been part of an intelligence operation that had gone rogue. The group he'd once trusted now threatened the city. Sophie was both horrified and fascinated. His vulnerability and determination drew her closer, even as the risk grew. During a stakeout, Sophie whispered, "I don't know if I should trust you or fall for you." Ethan smiled wryly. "Maybe both. That's what makes life interesting, isn't it?" The moment lingered, charged with tension, until the hum of approaching vehicles reminded them that danger never slept. The confrontation. The climax approached swiftly. The mastermind behind the attacks, Ethan's former partner, a cunning and ruthless figure, had trapped them at the top of the Weston Peachtree Plaza. the tallest building in the city. Smoke and fire reflected in the glass of the skyscraper as sirens wailed below. "You shouldn't have come here," the antagonist sneered. "We didn't come alone," Ethan said, stepping in front of Sophie. Together they outsmarted the attacker, dodging traps and using the rooftop layout to their advantage. As the threat was neutralized, Sophie and Ethan finally allowed themselves a moment of relief. Their hands found each other's, fingers intertwining. "You scared me," Sophie admitted. "I know," Ethan replied, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "And I'll keep doing it, keeping you safe, and maybe making you fall for me a little more every day." Sophie laughed softly, tension dissolving into warmth. "You're impossible. And yet," he whispered, "you can't resist me." Resolution. By dawn, the city was safe. Sophie and Ethan stood on the rooftop, the Atlanta skyline glowing with the first rays of sunlight. Their hearts were still racing, but for a different reason now. "I guess we make a good team," Sophie said. "The best," Ethan replied. "And this is only the beginning." They shared a kiss, sealing a bond forged in chaos, adrenaline, and undeniable attraction. The city below continued unaware of the drama that had unfolded above, but Sophie knew one thing. Her life would never be the same. In-story call to action for viewers. Sophie smiled at Ethan. "And just like our story, this adventure isn't over. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what happens next."